to fight it and then equip it. Alright, Harold, you know the drill. Wow, yeah, it's not even going there. Interesting. Okay then, so where are you going to? I'll check the action pane, okay. Process, okay. Selection as repair. Okay, that's right. So let's check the scene then. Make sure we're processing it right. Yeah, so we're going to there. Oh wow, repair window is a level up window because we did not change it to repair window. Up here, duh. Crap. That happened before, it should have occurred to me sooner. So that's happened before. I think it was on the bank plugin that happened. Where I'd forgotten to change the type of window being constructed. Yeah. Window repair. Okay. Now that we got the right window being friggin' created, we'll also be able to check to see if the gold window is fixed now or not, or if it's not like just copying over itself all the time. Okay, so we want to go to equip. Okay. Alright, that looks better. So for 1 point for level 1, it's 939. We only have 600. Alright, let's jump over here real quick. Okay, so we have a sword now. How'd that happen? It did fix this, but I think the one we sent back to this is wrong. That was interesting. So, nope, that's still oh, we didn't change it. That's why. Duh. Gold window. That's way down here somewhere. So, gold window refresh. This dot. Okay, we'll redraw that. I'll redraw it. Now, for what we're doing after that. So passing the selected... so we come back to the ref window, we have a different weapon. So, off after repair, on repair, okay. So web stat win, web action windows, this weapon, selected weapon. Stat windows, level up window, get weapon. Oh. Yeah. That's why. Alright, so now let's go ahead and actually level up this weapon a bit and see if the cost changes. So it was like 9 something or other. No, what the hell? Property of 0. So what is that? Property 0 undefined on 304. That reads property 0 of undefined. So this. Oh, really? Oh, no. Yes. Yeah, because, okay, we're not setting it to 0 anymore. We're doing this, and I forgot to do this to, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Forgot to add a this dot subject to one of them. 304, yes. Okay, there we go. 304. Okay, let's retry that. So I think this will be the last thing we do for right now, or maybe even today. I'm gonna go record some video for I'm getting ahead of the game for this because I basically have to re-record everything I want to re-record. But I'm gonna record some footage for the 2-year Tesla video, and also wash my car, so this will be the last thing I do for the moment anyway. Alright, so let's grab that, grab some experience from this one, and we shall level it up. Yeah, there we go, now it's not redrawing over itself. Good. On the gold window. Not gonna refine it. Is there any way? So maybe like on this, show, like, so go equip, show this, drop this down for weapons, and then show above this the level, the refinement, and the durability as well. That might be something to do. That might be where we can show this information at. I'd also like to show it on the status screen though, if possible. Like make the well, this is not a selectable list though, so we have to kind of re-engineer how this window looks, which I don't particularly want to do. But we could actually add them in as parameters over here or something as well. Just add them in the top or something, because we should be able to access that directly from here. So we could probably do it. That would be very interesting. And also break some more, cause some more more compatibility issues with other plugins modifying that stuff. Alright, let's go check it, see what happens now. No, subject's undefined because I didn't do a, no, that's, this.subject. What could possibly go wrong? We're just going to do some inceptioning here and look at the this of the this and see what is inside of that. And what do you know, it's a pocket universe that doesn't work in the game. Thus a crash. Okay, weapons. Level up. Equip. Right. Now let's see what else happens. There's a 50% chance. Now 75% chance something else breaks. Hey, it didn't break. Awesome. Now I need to unequip this. So it'd be nice to have that information showing there or something. Well, aside from the fact that it's taking off not a rounded version of it, it's still that works though. We took off 2 for the attack because we have all that there. If the decimals weren't there, well, we can select it and see, yeah, 111. So that's good. The formula is working properly. We're pulling off more than just 1, depending on what the durability is. Now, if I want to repair it, 8,000, and awesome. The durability is some crazy number. But 8,000 for a level 10 weapon to repair 2-ish points, which I mean again it's reasonable, sort of. Maybe we might want to dial that down a little bit. That didn't seem like it was that much over here. What the hell? What's going on? No, yeah, definitely was not that much over here. Then again, what our gold cost is might be different. Based on various things. So still we'll need to do some more debugging on that. But cool, that's all working somewhat. Yeah, since I'm back to max. This is working now, it shows the right thing. Perfect. Cool. So the entirety of the, as far as I know, the entirety of the functionality of the blacksmith is working now. So, huzzah. The weapon durability system is working. Cool. And now we are able to equip and unequip weapons from the actor game instance weapons, and they get saved and taken out of the game party weapons list. Still a few things to work on in terms of issues with the blacksmith, though, like canceling from the first screen causes an error because who knows why. And we need to do rounding on the some of the values. And then we get to do the fun stuff, tackling the saving and loading of all this stuff, which is definitely going to take some work because of all the stuff we've changed. And probably also we'll have to deal with equipping on load. There's probably some, well, we'll figure it out. It may be able to bypass some of that by just load, since we're calling it into our own handler for this, we just equip it from there, calling something that'll work instead of whatever the game would use normally. But the other thing there is, though, is that the actor might store stuff, so I might have to deal with that. But it would probably load before our stuff, so the stuff we put back into there would be overriding whatever's there. On the other hand, it's gonna, well, it might try to load the default version of the weapon, and then we do the thing on top of it, so it might still work. We'll have to find out. But we're getting there. We are getting there. We are very close to a 1.0 release. Well, at least getting to the point where we can do it. What I want to do is I want to do a bunch of plug-in commands to do different things, and to be able to turn off certain things, and then having to put in the code to deal with those plug-in commands. So it kind of snowballs, but we're getting to the point where we can actually do plug-in commands, which is awesome. I didn't think that we'd be that far along in about, what, 2 weeks I've been working on this now? It feels like 2 weeks, if it hasn't been. But, yep, so thanks for watching the stream thus far. If you watched it live, if you're watching on YouTube afterwards, comments, questions, leave them below. And, would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. And if I don't do any more streaming tonight for this or SO3, then I will see you Monday morning. I will be uploading the Crimson Echoes videos tomorrow morning instead of tomorrow night, so those will be up earlier. But I will see you later. What we will be doing now is we're going to be working on this. So earlier today we managed to get pretty much all the way through the main section of it. We got the weapons to equip properly, we got them to unequip properly, and show up and be removed from the game party weapon list. We got the durability system in there and working, so every time you hit something during battle, well, there's a little caveat there, but every time you hit something during battle, it takes a certain amount off of the durability, and you can also repair it at the NPC now, because we've done the repairing system. So the NPC is pretty much the main structure of it is done. Now what we need to do is deal with the saving, because that's going to be totally broken, and there might be some things we need to deal with on loading that we didn't that weren't knowable until now because of the way in which the saving happens and loading and whatnot. So I don't know if there's like going to be stuff that's loaded on, if the actors are going to get equipped items on load that are whatever. So we'll need to figure out how that happens with that in that regard. What else do we need to do? There's a weird bug with the blacksmith. We'll have to figure out where it's crashing when you click on cancel on the first menu to figure that out. And then we'll also need to go through and do a little bit of debugging and make sure everything works properly. We'll put in note tags for the other weapons and test them out and see what happens. But for now, we're going to look at the saving. So last time we tried to save, it threw a nasty, huge, ugly error at us. So let's go ahead and see what that error was, because I forget what it was. Save in 3, okay. Cannot read property of 0, undefined. And that came up some other time too, I forget when. So let's pull up the console here and see where this is at. So this is on objects. On the handler, okay, awesome. The very first thing crashes. So, object keys on pweps for each function, p weapon ID, blah blah blah, and it's saying that cannot read property 0 of undefined. So it's either talking about this or it's talking about this. So the question is where exactly. If we click on this, it should take us to the exact. So it's on the for each. So it is for this part. Now we can actually restructure this, so we're not using this object of keys method of going through it, because this invalidates a this call. So what we can do is, and that's why we have this pweps thing here. So what we can actually do is say instead of that, we can say for each, or not for, but for var party weapon ID in game party dot underscore weapons. And then what we do is we have that party weapon thing there. And instead of set, well, we call in, so we'll say party weapon. We'll say GP weapon equals game party, not page, dot underscore weapons. So it would be the, yeah, so we can do it this way, dot underscore weapons PWID. So that gets us the initial one. Then we have to create a similar one in party weapons, party weps, which we will rename this to. So we have a list that we can throw these objects into. So then what we need to do then is go through and say on, let's actually redo this over here because I'm doing it again. Alright, game party weapon handler. So I'm not sure if this is working, but it's failing down here. So I'll just basically copy paste that back over. Then what we can do is select GP weapon, and then Control D all of these. Actually, Control D all of this, and then override it with the actual thing we need to use. All right, now this is fine though. This will be our save file contents object. So we are saving at the particular index that we have for this game party weapon. We are saving all the values back into here. Now we need to add some stuff, I believe, because I think we're missing some stuff that we added later on in the coding. Well, maybe just these two. I think the last one is ref bonus. Yeah, just those two, I think. Looks like it. Yep. Okay, so we just need to add these two here. Go ahead and add them to each spot. So we need to add them to wherever we're saving or loading from. So, actors, weapon ID, place that with that, and then move this onto this side. Oops. And then change this to this. Oops. Okay, and then weapon ID 1, make sure that's correct. Oh, we can do the same thing here with this as well. So, for their AID in game actors, actor equals so game actors data, I think it is with this one. Yeah, data. And it actually might be that way on, I think, no, actually game weapons, I think that's just a regular list. This, though, is a data thing, so we need to do actor equals game actors dot underscore data, then AID. And then instead of actors ID, or actors AID, we change this just to actor. Actor weapons. Okay, we already assigned that. Actually, that's not correct. It should be a list, as should this. Party whips. Oh, we already have it down there, up there, so we don't need it down here. Good. Okay, don't need that or that. Same thing down here. We just need the closing curly brace. We'll have to check and see if that actually works the way it's supposedly working. Actually, I think this one needs to get tabbed in. Yeah. So var actor, this also has to be var, because it's not defined otherwise. Party weapons is already defined, that's fine. Wep ID, we don't need to do that. Well, let's see. Why was I using wep ID? So name. So ID is equips ID. Is there an actor ID in here somewhere? So we need to store the actor ID for these, so we know where it's supposed to be put back onto. Actually, I think it's underscore actor ID. Yeah, actor ID. Underscore actor ID. Okay, actor.underscore actor ID. Save that in act ID so we know where the weapon goes. Or who it goes to, I should say. And then the slot's always going to be 0. That we'll have to modify that to handle dual equip weapons. And dual equip weapons are going to be interesting in general, because we'll have to be able to equip 2 separate instance weapons onto a character, and that could be very interesting to handle and see what happens when we do that. Almost certain things are going to break. Almost certain of it. There's probably other ways in which things happen or execute when you have 2 weapons equipped that we don't normally see during the thing, and actually we already had actor ID here. Well, that's fine. The way we're doing it down here is much better and correct, actually. Because, you know, there's probably like some other things we'll have to handle in terms of like how damage is done or something. So we need to do the same thing we did up there with these to put them in to this. Or what am I doing? Don't need to do it that way. Ah, come on. Stop. Stop doing stupid stuff. Stop doing stupid stuff, stupid hands. Hit the right keys. Okay, this is going to go here. GP weapon. Alright, that's the one we're using there. So GP weapon is game party weapon. So why are we using equips down here? Yeah, that's not right. That came over from somewhere else. We don't need that. I think I copied it down from the actor section. I didn't remove those. That could be, well, that would have been one of the areas that we had issues with if I hadn't fixed it right now. Alright, there. If it's a game party weapon, it's already a game instance weapon, so we don't have to do weird things like that. So this goes to here. This goes across to here. And this becomes this. Alright, so now on load. So we need to change this to act ID because we need to. And again, we don't need to do this way. We can just do a for in for their act wep in list underscore actor weapons. So what we need to do is we need to get the actor. So we're just going to load him right onto the actor from here. So let's change this to actor. Then we need to call. Crap, what is it? Game actors dot actors and pass through the ID. I think. Yeah. So dot actor, or no. So what if we want to get the game